Hari Om, Namaste, a very warm welcome to day number 84 of 108 days of Surya Namaskara or Sun Salutations Challenge. In this video, we are gonna go beneath our skin, beyond our breath and into the subtle body. We are gonna discuss one of the fundamental concepts in the science of yoga and holistic health and wellness, and that is called the subtle energy channels or pranic channels, which are the nadis. The nadis. In traditional Thai medicine, they call it the sen. I'm not gonna draw comparisons here from one system to the other, but I'm gonna tell you, if you want to think in terms of what other sciences talk about, in Chinese medicine, the meridians, so the pathways of energy, which are so subtle that of course if you cut it you can't see it. The yogis have been talking about it for millennia, that ones who have taken good care of their subtle energy pathways and have kept them free of any kind of blockages, they are the healthiest ones walking around. So stay tuned until the very end of this particular video. After our yogasana practice, the physical asana practice of Surya Namaskara, we will be diving deep into how the blockages in prana can create our mental fatigue, our burnout, our emotional draining and all of that. And not only that, more importantly, some simple daily lifestyle practices that we can incorporate in our lives to have our prana flowing smoothly and freely all over the body. You know, I just want to say one thing, that again and again I have been repeating this at the very beginning, but I just can't stress it enough. The most frustrating thing is whenever you think you are doing all the right things, eating the nicest organic food, keeping yourself active, meditating, journaling, but something internally you feel it's stuck. Especially like your energy after 3 p.m. crashes. Mentally you feel there is some baggages that is haunting you like forever. And life force wise, like talking about how you look into life, it's like you are drudging along something that you are thinking it as a burden, not like you are living and flowing like a breeze. This particular video, we will be connecting all the dots backwards, like Steve Jobs, the Apple founder, says you can only connect the dot looking backwards. Of course, that's okay. We all go through our life paths, life challenges. Until we have the wisdom, we cannot connect the dots. In this video, I will try to shed some light on that particular wisdom of subtle energy pathways, or nadis that we call it. Nadi in Sanskrit. Nadi. Okay, long A, long E, Nadi in Sanskrit. And let's see what are the principal nadis that we need to keep in mind and how to keep the energy flowing through them. My name is Dr. Deb. I am a data scientist turned Vedic healer and holistic health coach. I particularly empower early and midlife busy working professionals to heal naturally, live sattvically a harmonious life, and lead consciously via a conscious amalgamation of ancient wisdom and modern science. I am also your Ikigai, your life purpose realignment guide. With that, I cordially welcome you all to this day number 84 of 108 days of Surya Namaskar. Let's meet on the mat. You know, we are getting closer to that 108 days, but let's see it all the way until the end. Come, let's join onto the mat. What is a Nadi? In yogic anatomy, the Nadis, like I mentioned at the beginning, are subtle pathways of your vital life force. In Sanskrit, we call it Prana or Prana Shakti, your vital life force. And these are, like, you can think of it as your energetic highways present within the body all over. And guess what? Yogic scholars say that there are probably 72,000 or even more of these subtle energy pathways. And we can luckily focus on the three primary ones: the Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. The Ida Nadi is your left energy channel that starts from the base of the spine. All of these starting from the base of the spine, Ida ending in your left nostril, the left channel, which is the energy of the moon, the lunar energy, the calming energy, and it's the feminine energy within us. The Pingala is the right channel, again starting from the base, crisscrossing through the different chakras, the 7 principal chakras, ending in our right nostril. So that's the right channel, solar energy, the masculine energy, and that's the energy of heat within the body. And Sushumna is the central channel going straight across your spinal cord, right? Coming straight from the base of the spine all the way out to the crown of the head. Sushumna is the central channel that is corresponding to your spiritual awakening and balance. Now, when the Ida and Pingala, these two nadis are imbalanced, meaning you have either too much of masculine energy or too much of feminine energy, right? What will happen is, too much of masculine energy means you will be having more sort of aggression, vengeance, irritation, frustration, envy, jealousy, all of that. Too much of feminine energy might lead to fogginess, brain fogginess, confusion, delusion, inactivity, softening to the point where it can be taken advantage of, all of that. When Sushumna Nadi is activated and balanced, you can experience clarity, calm focus, and even spiritual bliss. So central passage, channel way, pathway, energy pathway is the Sushumna Nadi, starting from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head, and crisscrossing across that is the Ida and Pingala, the lunar and the solar energy channels, right? Now, I always give this example. The Ida Nadi corresponds to the brake in a car, the brake system in a car, and Pingala is the accelerator. Ida corresponds to activating your parasympathetic nervous system, which is part of the autonomic nervous system, which is again part of the central nervous system. So the Ida is the brake in the system, means it helps you calm down, ground down. So Pingala, on the other hand, it's your go energy, the masculine energy, which is the accelerator. Now think of this. If the car is only having an accelerator, it's a disastrous crash. And if your car is only having a brake, it's a pathetic stagnance. So the car, to go to its destination in a proper way, it needs to have the right balance of the masculine and feminine energy, the lunar and the solar energy. The right and the left channel should be balanced, which means, in other words, the Ida and Pingala channels should be balanced. And you can think of the very calm, poised driver is the one who can actually use those. So you can think of when the Sushumna channel is activated, it's the central channel which governs the car, the main engine of the car, you can think of. Okay, so that main engine together with the brake and the accelerator, and of course whoever is driving, in this case our real we, right? We with all the faculties activated, is when a function, the human body is functioning in its optimal way. Okay, now you might ask, what are the factors that can block the passages in the energy? But before that, let me tell you that these energy pathways are the reasons why a human being function in the way they do. Whenever these energy pathways are blocked, whenever they are blocked, the functionality of human being deteriorates, and they are what we call sick or unwell people. Whenever we have any kind of imbalance, as a matter of fact, any kind, wherever, mental, emotional, psychological, physical, wherever, it's a blockage in corresponding energy pathways. So what can block the energies? So there are several factors. Let me tell you some. Unprocessed emotions like grief, resentment, fear, then accumulated mental noise from overstimulation, especially in today's world in the 21st century with the digital overload that we are having every single moment. It can happen very easily. Accumulated mental noise. Poor diet and lifestyle, which means the ahara and the vihara factor, which leads to ama. Remember the Agni Ama discussion I talked about in day 83? If you have not watched it, watch it here and you will learn all about Agni and Ama. Then lack of breath work or conscious movement. You see, the word is very important, conscious movement. And spiritual disconnected or unresolved trauma. Spiritual disconnect means in our bliss body, whatever keeps us the most joyful, if we are disconnected from that, and like I have been always telling, if we are not aligned with our ikigai, that can cause lack of energy flow within the channels. So as you can see, the nadis are not blocked by physical debris. They are blocked rather by several subtle factors which are not always seen in a pathological lab. That's why in holistic health and healing, people can get free from their long-standing chronic disorders, because oftentimes these missing links are caught while that individual, the rogi, the patient, when they come and they open themselves up to the healer, that's when all these debris, the invisible debris, come into visibility. So when the nadis are blocked, like I said, your prana doesn't flow evenly. You feel foggy, heavy and reactive, either overreactive or underreactive. Your decision feels forced or fear-based or based on conformity instead of courageous, and you lose connection to your inner guidance, your ikigai, your soul calling. You drudge through, what is that word? You drag yourself through the life like as if it's a burden, okay? Daily burden. Does it all this sound familiar? I will mention some of the practices to unblock the nadis. Very important, please take note. 3 yogic tools. These are simple but incredibly powerful, as every yogic tool I share, or anybody, wherever you hear any yogic tool, they sound simple yet not simplistic. First, the nadis. So you have to cleanse the nadis. Nadi Shodhana. Nadi. The tongue gets rolled up to the roof of the mouth. Na, long A, long E. Nadi Shodhana. Shodhana means cleansing or purification. So that is a pranayama, right? Where the alternate nostril breathing pranayama, how you cleanse the right channel and the left channel by breathing alternatively. I have a complete video right on this Nadi Shodhana pranayama. You can watch it here. It's a complete live video that I have done just on this practice, okay? So it balances the left and the right nostrils, the lunar and the solar energy, the Ida and the Pingala nadis, the energy pathways. It resets the nervous system, especially the autonomic nervous system. And just 7 minutes of this, just 7 minutes every day of this practice can restore the energy balance. At least some of the ones that can be readily addressed, which you have been missing all along. Practical tip, how to breathe. Like I said, you can watch that video. You have it, everything. I will also post it in the pinned comment and in the description. You can inhale through the left, keeping the right nostril closed. Then close the left nostril, exhale through the right. Then inhale through the right, exhale through the left. Whenever you inhale and exhale, it's alternate nostrils, the other nostril is kept closed. Just doing it sitting in a cross-legged posture with a comfortable vertical spine, or if you are sitting on a chair, feet planted on the ground, both feet flat, okay, 90 degrees with the chair. So this is one practical tip that you can do. Second is spinal asanas and twists, because like I said, the nadis the 3 nadis starting from the base of your spine, crisscrossing the different chakras, the energy vortexes, and it ends right in the nostrils, the Ida and Pingala. The Sushumna goes straight up. So I'm just saying that whenever we are doing any asana, yogic asana, which are related to the spines and the spinal twists, it's a way. What does twisting does? Suppose you have a wet towel, you soak it in the water, then you twist it, wrinkle it. What does it do? it extracts out all the water that is hidden inside. Similarly, when we are moving our spine, we are twisting our spine, right, in this transverse axis. Twisting our spine, what is happening is, it is twisting, wrenching the nadis and stimulating it to be awakened. So some of the asanas I will mention here, like cat cow, the cat, the bidalasana and gavasana, the cat cow asana, the cobra bhujangasana, the spinal twist, like say supta matsyendrasana, like that, but seated spinal twists, anything that involves spinal twist. Okay, standing spinal twist, right, when we do this, suppose we are doing this, even that spinal twist, whenever we are rotating our spine along this transverse axis of the body. Okay, then we have the downward facing dog. Actually, the sequence of downward facing dog, coming to Chaturanga Dandasana and then coming to Bhujangasana, and you do that where? In our Surya Namaskar, we do it every single day. The downward dog, coming to the Chaturanga Dandasana staff pose, Dandasana staff pose, and we go up to Bhujangasana or upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Swanasana. We do all of that. We do all of that, this particular sequence of downward dog, staff, and then upward dog in our Surya Namaskar. Basically awakening the spine. Am I making sense? Awakening the spine. Then these movement free stuck energy in the Sushumna, because our spinal cord is our central energy pathway where the Sushumna Nadi goes through. And then even 10 minutes a day of these asanas, as you see. I am doing for demonstration here 3 sets of Surya Namaskars, but you can start 6 rounds is a good start. Left and right is 1 round. So 6 rounds in the videos here in the series. Just for keeping the video short, I am doing it 3 times. 3 rounds, okay? But 6 rounds, 10 minutes a day can bring in massive shifts in our physical and mental, emotional, psychological health. Mantra vibration, my favorite, one of my most favorites. You know, sound clears any kind of energetic residue. So in that sense, you know, when I talked about Nadi Shodhana, Bhramari Pranayama, because it's also bringing in the humming sound, it's also a great tool that you can add on to invigorate your energy pathways. So sound clears the energetic residues. Some of the sound that you can bring in is Om. I have a video also on A-O-M. Equal division of A-O-M and silence. So you can watch this video here where I talked about, again, like last year 31st December or 1st January when we were transitioning. This New Year video was about this year New Year video, the Om chanting. Okay, the Om chant, or you can do So Hum. As you inhale, belly goes out. The diaphragmatic breathing, you can combine it with So Hum. Inhaling, belly goes out. So, pause at the peak. Hum, belly comes towards the spine. You say Hum. Try to double the exhalation than the inhalation. Okay, so you can bring your own mantra. I am clear. I am aligned. Every single breath, I am clear. Exhale, I am aligned, like that. So if you do this mantra vibrations after your breath work, you get the maximum benefit because your body mind is ready to receive the vibrations. Then emotional nadi cleanse is one of the powerful practices to clear nadis, is the emotional nadi cleanse, because these emotions, these are so subtle, we can't see them. You know, that's why physical problem is easy to deal with. You see a cut, you know there is a wound, there is a cause, and you can heal it and you can see how it is progressing. But if you cannot see them, that's why holistic health and healing, they can cleanse baggages of such chronic ailments, because nobody addressed them before, because you cannot see it, nobody has taught us to see it. So anyway, emotional honesty. As an Ikigai realignment guide, particularly to early and midlife professionals, I cannot stress more of the effectiveness of this particular method is a 3-minute nadi cleansing ritual. So I cannot stress more about the importance of this emotional cleansing, you know. So I will tell you here, you can start with your emotional sincerity and honesty. That's why in my code of honor, 6 codes of honor, the first thing was sincerity at all levels. We have to be truthful and honest to ourselves first, and to the other person or the other persons around us. So emotional honesty. So 3-minute ritual for nadi cleansing. ask yourself, what emotion am I avoiding? Yeah, write the first word that arises. First word that comes. Don't think too much. First word, write it down. Sit still, breathe, and let it move through you without resistance. What are the 3 steps I told so far? First is, ask yourself, what is the main emotion or emotions that I have been avoiding for a long time? Write the first word that is coming to you without filter. Then sit still, breathe, and let it move through you without any resistance. Now end with a sankalpa. Remember sankalpa? I have a video also on sankalpa, the sacred inner resolve. Watch it here if you haven't already. So I think it's day 82 of this series. End this whole process of emotional awareness check by a sankalpa saying, I am willing to feel fully. I am feeling safe to flow freely. Okay? Transcribe this affirmation inside of you. Okay? In the whole being, in every layer of you. When you feel, you flow. And when you flow, you heal. Let me repeat that again. Whenever you start feeling, you start flowing. And whenever you are flowing, you are healing. Because like I said, any and every imbalance, the reason behind it is some sort of blockages in the energy pathways. Our outer life is just a reflection of our inner flow. When we clear our nadis, everything in our life shifts. For example, your mind becomes sharper, more intuitive. Your emotions feel lighter. You feel like you are all of a sudden much more expressive, and your purpose become clearer. You are leading a life every single morning, waking up with much more enthusiasm and meaning than before. Let me tell you this, if you have been feeling blocked, foggy, or off track recently or for a long time, don't push harder. You go deeper, find the blockages. Why exactly are these energy blockages happening, in which layer? Like in the Pancha Kosha discussion, I have a discussion on Kosha also. Watch this video here. The 5 layers and sheets, the physical layer, pranic layer, energetic layer, mental emotional layer, then intellectual layer, and the bliss layer. Where exactly are you stuck? And what you do is, you don't push yourself harder, you go deeper and investigate the blockages and try to bring in smoother flow. So you flow smoother. You don't push harder, you flow smoother. Okay? Now I am giving you a CTA, a call to action right now. Go to the comment section and write me in the comment section, what is the one energy cleansing, energy pathway or nadi cleansing practice that I discussed that you are going to start from this very moment. Write me that. I want to see that. I want to respond to you personally. And also write the word Prana reset. Write these 2 words, Prana reset. Prana reset. Write in the comment section to let me know that you are ready to take this venture of looking deeper, taking an assessment of your nadis, and start taking actions, because all the wisdom without actions is futile or useless. Okay? As good as you having a food but that is expired or that you cannot afford to buy, just like that. I want to end this session by saying that if you have been in the same cycle of feeling blocked, feeling heavy, not knowing where to start and do it yourself about this deep healing work, and you are looking sincerely, seriously for connecting with somebody, then I would be more than happy and grateful to be able to provide you that space and connect with you. I am currently offering this highly subsidized investment of just 999 INR or 15 USD if you are from outside India, to book a one-on-one intro breakthrough session with me directly live. I am posting the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Go book a call today if you want me to take a look as a Vedic healer and holistic health coach and assess you where exactly are the nadis blocked and your energy pathways are not feeling smoothly, and from there on we can craft a customized plan for you to take charge of your holistic health. With that, this is Dr. Deb, a data scientist turned Vedic healer and the holistic health coach and your Ikigai realignment mentor, and I cannot wait to see you in yet another session on day 85. We are getting closer to the end mark, guys. 108 days, we are going to day 85 after this. But, where, hold on. Some of you might be seeing this face, seeing this person talking and expressing him so much for the first time. If that is the case, or if you have been following me for some time but yet have not, for whatever reasons, subscribe to my channel, please do so immediately. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment me down there whatever I said. Prana reset, these two words to let me know you are ready to take charge of your health, and one Nadi Shodhana energy pathway cleansing procedure that you are gonna take up starting from today. Do that. Share this video generously with your loved and dear ones. Make them a part of this transformation happening right here, all across the world. We are here through the power of YouTube and social media. So thank you so much for all your love and support and continuing this journey with me. See you on day 85. Bye bye. Hari Om.